don't worry about my skin tissue changing. I don't. It's only gotten better over the years. I remember when I was first getting into this, I was thinking, oh my gosh, what will I do? And I see I see the lines. I don't see any lines. I mean, what's exciting about this is, and maybe I don't see something that's there, but I don't see it, so I guess it doesn't matter. But the face should, move and have some, something on it. It can't just be completely without anything. But the lines that are the unfavorable lines, let's say, they come from deep dehydration, deep in the tissue, and you cannot drink that right. You can't take water into the body and rehydrate yourself. It's because of all the accumulation that you're so dried out. But not you, but the one is so dried out. And so if we can remove the blockages, remove the accumulation, restore the primal power, and we're hydrating the body at the same time, because the hydration factor is huge. When this idea that we're 70% water, that's true for very, very young people. It should be true for people of all ages. But as people get older, they're drying out like a prune. There's no surprise. This is an analogy. So the internal workings, the intestine being so filled with waste, which of course is permeating the whole system. It's not just in the intestine. It gets to the brain. It gets everywhere. But that's the dryness that can only be corrected by releasing the waste and bringing all this organic hydration back into the body. Organic hydration coming from the liquid of the plants. Now, if you're drinking water from a babbling mountain, fantastic, but most water is dead water. So, drinking bottled water, I actually personally don't drink any of that sort of water. I drink my water from my plants, meaning that I juice. And people think that's crazy. And I should, by all accounts, really be dead by now because I don't drink water. And people say, oh, that's so bad. My own kids say, Mom, you should drink water. Well, there is water I will drink when it's coming, fresh from a vortex place, and that's great. But the water in the plant is vortexing; it's living water. So when I'm juicing my vegetables, I'm getting a ton of water. So by all accounts, I should be, so dried out by now, and I should be suffering from all sorts of symptoms related to dehydration. I dry fast during the day. I'm not suggesting you should do any of these things. Go ahead and do all the things that make you comfortable. Drink your water and all the rest. But I'm doing my own experiment with my own body, and my experiment is proving itself every day. I am predictably, not just predictably well, but predictably effervescent. And that's how I want to be every day, every moment. I want to wake up feeling that way. I want to know how to maintain that. And so I go about my rituals that ensure that that's the case. My intestine is not dry. I take in a lot of water through my intestine, and that may sound weird to a lot of people, but I know it doesn't sound weird to you because you wouldn't be here if it did. But that's what needs to be hydrated. If we're still going to consume anything that's not a purely water-containing plant food, then we need to make sure that we clean up after ourselves and that we bring back the requisite hydration that's required from that. So the deep lines in the face are only occurring because there's deep dehydration in the body. And that's going to be mirrored on the face. And remember, if the primal power leaves the body, leaves the tissues, then the skin will lose its know-how. If you ensure that that doesn't happen, your skin will always have know-how because it's always going to have the primal power that has the intelligence, that has the consciousness, that has the life, that has the integrity, and then you're rolling steadily. So those are the connections I really wanted to make in this session, to understand that the change factor is always occurring, and it is always going to be subject to the cleanliness and the order versus the filth and the chaos, and that the voltage in the food is related to the alkalinity, and that those things that are lacking in alkalinity, they're acidic, or that are that which is accumulated in your body, the mucoid plaque, the waste accumulation, all of that is going to contribute to the filth, and that's going to, most importantly, that's going to continue to leach the body. Those pathogens, those rogue microbes, are anti-energetic forces in the body. So, and maybe I should have said that a little bit earlier, so I'm not sure if that connection was made, but think of the acidic substances, the acidic foods, the acidic, anything that's acidic, anything that's not a water-containing plant food from a really high quality organic soil source is going to be acidic to a certain degree. And the degree to which it's acidic is the degree to which it's going to leak your primal power. So make those connections, sit with them. They're really exciting, and we'll continue from there.